Good Sunday morning to you all. I am still recovering, but I am here. We got a lot of important stuff to cover on the Watchmen updates, a lot of stuff happening over the weekend. We need to start, of course, with the major tornadoes that hit Arkansas and strong winds in Texas. There have been a lot of casualties and a lot of devastation. We'll talk about that. We got U.S. expelling the South African ambassador, labeling him persona non grata in the USA for racism and the crimes against humanity that are being committed in South Africa. We got egg salad prices increasing 400%, and so stores are just taking it off the shelves. U.S. To immediately ban dozens of countries from the United States and getting visas to here, and some with reduced visa access as the world security situation spirals downwards. Trump orders major airstrikes on the Houthis in Yemen, who continue to block U.S. access to the Suez Canal, and University of Massachusetts Medical School canceling classes for the fall due to, quote, uncertainty. We got that and a whole lot more. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and these are your updates that you guys are sending in from all over. I appreciate all of you doing that. If you have something to share with everyone, something that you've seen at your store, or something that you've talked to somebody, an employee or manager about, make sure you use the word update somewhere in your comment. We do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. If you have a retirement account and you've been thinking about whether you want to get into gold, silver, or platinum, now there couldn't be a better time than now, except maybe yesterday or the year before. But right now is a great time to get your income, your future retirement secured. If you want to make sure it doesn't go down massively with the stock market, Jonathan and his team can talk to you about what that would look like and help you decide whether that is a good fit for you. All right, major tornado damage in Cave City, Arkansas. Lots of search and rescue going on, but up till now, we've now had confirmations of 14 that did not survive. The entire downtown area devastated, and the damage is widespread. We have a few tornadoes that touched down, but massive winds and other storm damage everywhere else all around the state, as well as neighboring states. United States has expelled South Africa's ambassador, calling him a race-baiting American hater. Secretary of State Marco Rubio declared the South African diplomat, Ibrahim Rasool, persona non grata, after the latter gave a lecture claiming that President Trump is a white supremacist leader. Yeah, probably shouldn't have him in the States. And also one of the things that's interesting here too, Ibrahim, that's a religious name, a Muslim religious name. And South Africa is not a religious country necessarily, so interesting. More and more of the militant people in Africa do seem to be embracing the ethos of Islam because it justifies the violence and the take mentality. So we see a lot of the leadership in a lot of these movements embracing Islam. U.S. began large sweeping airstrikes on Houthi targets in Yemen. Iran backed Yemen, and we might be asking why. This will apparently last days and will use, quote, overwhelming lethal force until the Houthis cease shipping attacks. It's been over a year since any U.S. flagged ships have been able to use the Suez Canal due to the fact that they can't get through the strait near Yemen, the Bab al-Mandab Strait. Last time a U.S. warship went through there, it was attacked 4 times. And so it just kind of gives you an idea of that the Houthis are absolutely continuing to attack U.S. ships and U.S. allied ships. And most of the U.S. ships are just going around because it's just not worth potentially getting sunk or getting attacked. President Trump is trying to bring them to heel and to stop their attacks on U.S. and other allies shipping. U.S. drafting a new travel ban list targeting 43 countries with 3 categories, red, orange, and yellow. Red category, full visa suspension immediately, comprising nations including that will be banned immediately from entering the U.S. Afghanistan, Bhutan, Cuba, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Venezuela, and Yemen. And of course, you might be going, I can't believe those nations would be allowed in anyway. Orange category, partial visa suspension, Belarus, Eritrea, Haiti, Laos, Myanmar, Pakistan, Russia, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, and Turkmenistan. And then there are other countries that are going to be given 60 days to deal with major security concerns, to make sure that dangerous people aren't coming to the United States. Major blackout hits Cuba, yes, again, as their national energy grid crashed. This has happened multiple times now, and they just aren't able to keep the lights on over there. They keep running out of oil and fuel because they don't really produce anything that anyone wants. And they are definitely beholden to Russia and other countries that are keeping them afloat. Ruth says, I'm in north central Arkansas in Claiborne County. I heard one last night, a tornado, that was in the forming state, I believe. I heard it for a few seconds a couple of times. Tornadoes really hit bad here in Arkansas last night. Cave City looks like a bomb went off and is in a state of emergency at this time. It hit the center of town. The Cushman area, I read, has at least 2 fatalities, and 5 they haven't been able to confirm on yet. I also talked to my big brother in Timbo, and his barn was hit, roof off, the neighbor's house, power lines down there. He said that there was one on each side of him. Also in 56 lots were destroyed there. Also 56 lots were destroyed there. Please pray for all the people in our state. Thank you all. So if you're a praying person, please do join me in praying for the people of Arkansas, but not just Arkansas. Fred in Amarillo, Texas. It's a bad day to be in Amarillo. The wind is so strong, car wrecks and fatalities. Semi-trucks flipped over, trailer houses and highways closed from zero visibility. Area winds picked up to 101 miles per hour. Madam K in northeast Wisconsin, still too many gaps in local stores, too many to write it all down, and many of the items fronted as well. This is in northeast Wisconsin. Dayton, not in Dayton, but that's their name. In Chehalis, Washington, Walmart, all freezer and refrigerated cases offline. Unknown if local food banks will be given the food or it will be all tossed. By company policy, it will all be tossed. Might be a good day to dumpster dive, but there's some channels out there that'll give you instructions on how to dumpster dive safely and to get good stuff, especially after refrigeration goes offline. But they will be guarding those trash cans probably. Sherry says Trader Joe's has been out of organic olive oil for over 2 months and their avocado oil as well. We're still seeing issues with the olive oil coming from Italy as well as Spain, though they had a good harvest, so it should be filling out. OFSP Corman says Tractor Supply in Wareham, Massachusetts. No chicks, and they said it's been sporadic and they tend to sell out. The cashier seemed like they didn't want to talk about it. I can imagine they don't want to talk about it. They've talked about it how many times with how many different people. A lot of people probably asking the question, why in the world are you running out of chicks? But that is a little more clear to people who are staying in the know of what's going on. Willie in Columbus, Ohio. Last year we reported that tap water killed our microgreens. The entire business was crushed because of it. It is the same now, despite consistent citizen outcry. If you are looking for a side business, microgreens is a great way to go, especially if you're near a city. If you're in the outskirts of a city, if you're in suburbia, you can get into microgreens with very little space. You can turn your garage into a microgreens factory, so to speak. You can Google that. There's lots of videos on YouTube about that. But apparently the money is pretty good. You will have to get out to farmers markets and you have to sell them direct to consumers, and you may be able to get them on shelves at local grocery stores and that kind of thing. It's a whole thing, but you can make some good money doing that if you learn how to do it properly and you market it well. A Prairie Lady, and don't use tap water. Yeah, Prairie Lady says on Nebraska poultry, went to my local farmer's supply store, Baumgar's, yesterday and saw stock tanks set up with chicks for sale, but big signs that said limit 20. I've never seen this before. Whenever you see something that hasn't happened before, that is something to take note of. This is a Watchman in Massachusetts. I was told by someone who works for Shaw's that the deli department is removing the egg salad from the salad case, not because it's getting scarce, but because the price would have to go from $4.99 up to $20 a pound. Yeah, like I've said, this is very indicative. Stores would rather you look at an empty case than for you to look at a case with very, very high prices. They'd rather not have that supply there and for you to get upset that it's out, but you'll just come back tomorrow. If the price is up and you purchase it, you're going to be mad for a very long time. So stores are just going to not stock stuff that have gone up in price. That's something that's going to happen more and more. You just watch. Brian says no green, red, or yellow bell peppers at Walmart yesterday. Jasmine says I saw a copy of an email the med students got from the Graduate School of Medicine at University of Massachusetts Chan Medical School. They canceled all fall classes due to uncertainty. Makes me wonder what's up. Kind of concerning. Is anyone else hearing other schools canceling classes for the fall? If so, let us know down in the comments. Or if you know what that is about, let us know down in the comments. Make sure you use the word update, of course. Kay says, just a thought. Don't forget what is needed to make mayo. Went to a local Boyer's local grocery chain in Ashland, Pennsylvania earlier today. $6 to $7 per regular size jar, depending on what brand. Found a brand I don't usually buy for about $5 per jar, just throwing it out there. One could say, yeah, I'll make my own, but you need eggs. So people need to keep in mind what other products are made with eggs, since prices of those products will also rise apparently. And remember, we are over the peak of the egg crisis, it looks like. So egg prices should be starting to come down where you are. Still, a lot of your stores are selling significantly below the wholesale egg price, so you may not see much relief in the near term, but wholesale egg prices are starting to come down. Availability should pick up, and you should start seeing prices come down over the long haul the next number of months. Benjamin says, for your garden, you can get an inline water filter that is used for RV drinking water. I have been doing this for years because of all the crap they put in the water. This can help ensure that you're giving good water to your plants. Of course, you can also get a rain barrel, but you might need to hide that in some areas of the country. If you can do a rain barrel, that's definitely what you need to do. But just remember that a 50-gallon rain barrel or just a regular trash can rain barrel doesn't hold very much water. You're going to need a lot more water for that, especially if you're watering your gardens. All right, friends, I'm still on the rebound here. Sorry. The fever came back with a vengeance yesterday, and I'm back on the rebound again, I think, this morning. So it felt good enough to get up here at 4 a.m. to record an update for you. Appreciate you all. If you appreciate what we do here, make sure you hit that thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. Appreciate you all. If you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold about what you can do with your retirement account, there's a link right there. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report out.